All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Starting pitching was and is expected to be highly sought after this offseason around Major League Baseball. And the St. Louis Cardinals just took their next step as they're seeking to bolster and improve their starting rotation as they signed veteran starting pitcher Sonny Gray yesterday to a 3-year deal for 75 million. Now, Gray just turned 34 years of age earlier this month, and he's coming off of a year where he went 8-8 for the Minnesota Twins with a 2.79 ERA in 32 starts. Now, Gray helped the Twins make the playoffs, and he also gave them a decent start in the wild card round as they were able to sweep the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, don't get me wrong, Sonny Gray is not an ace, but he's a serviceable pitcher for a rotation, and on top of that, he's dependable. Right off the bat, at the very least, you're probably going to get 175 innings out of Gray every year. He's probably a guy that's in like that 10 to 12 win range, and he's probably going to be a sub 3.5 ERA guy. So he's going to give you an opportunity to win a contest when he takes the mound every fifth day. Now, obviously, if you look at Gray's career, he had his best success in the smaller markets. When he started off, with the Oakland Athletics, then, of course, with the Cincinnati Reds, and then with the Minnesota Twins. And obviously, if you remember Sonny Gray's time with the New York Yankees, it was not good. Now, some guys are just built to pitch or play rather in the smaller markets, regardless of the sport, and that's fine. But is Gray ready for St. Louis? And of course, St. Louis is not a big media market, but you do have a very passionate fan base there. They love their Cardinals, diehard Cardinal fans, loyal Cardinal fans to their team, and they also want to see results, especially when you went out there and you're getting $25 million per year. And this is a Cardinals organization that is definitely looking to improve. They missed the playoffs last season. They lost 91 games for the first time since 1990. So that just gives you an idea of the consistency and the standards of the St. Louis Cardinals as they're looking to get back to that. Obviously, the Cardinals have been focusing hard on improving their pitching staff and their pitching in general this offseason. Aside from signing Sonny Gray, we've also seen St. Louis sign starting pitchers Lance Lynn and Kyle Gibson to 1-year deals. This past season, St. Louis was 12th in the National League in team ERA at 4.79, while they only had 48 quality starts, which was 13th. No Cardinals pitcher won at least 10 games last year. Miles Mikolas led the club in wins with just 9. Now, of course, the question is going to be, was last year simply just a blip on the radar for the St. Louis Cardinals? Can they get back on track? Or are there more struggles on the horizon for this team in 2024? I'll say this: the St. Louis Cardinals are a very intriguing team. And it's one of those where they could, and I'm not trying to jump the shark here and give you an MLB preview for next year. But nonetheless, I think obviously we got to sit back and wait and see at what happens at the MLB, the winter meetings that are coming up, because always a lot of moves, a lot of big moves are made there. The Cardinals, for the most part, outside of signing Wilson Contreras last year, they're never really a team that makes a big splash in free agency, but it's a very interesting division because that NL Central once again could be there for the taking. Obviously, the Milwaukee Brewers no longer have Craig Counsell as their manager. He's now the manager of the Chicago Cubs, and the Cubs are expected to be active in the free agent market this winter. The Pittsburgh Pirates, they have some young talent. Can they turn the corner? The Cincinnati Reds showed flashes as well. So I think this is an important offseason for the St. Louis Cardinals. Why? Because you don't want to get lost in the shuffle or be behind the 8 ball, if you will, in the National League Central, because you have some organizations that have been down on their luck in that division for quite some time. St. Louis has dominated that division for a very long time. And now some of these teams could be on the upward swing and on the horizon. So St. Louis definitely doesn't want to get lost in the shuffle there. Will the Cardinals be able to get back to their winning ways or possibly catch lightning in a bottle? I'll tell you like this: anything is possible, and I'm not going to write St. Louis off. And I think Sonny Gray, if he gets off to a good start, I think he has the potential to have a solid impact on this Cardinals team. He's a veteran pitcher. He knows how to get it done. The Cardinals have brought in several veteran pitchers this offseason that as they're looking to make an impact for 2024. So the Sonny Gray signing to me could be one of those where it could be feast or famine. I really think he could be a guy that could come in, and this is a signing that we might talk about right now, might fly under the radar for the bulk of the season, but coming towards the second half of next year, season wise, if St. Louis is in the mix to possibly win this division and get to the postseason, I think we could be talking about the Sonny Gray signing a little bit more. Or it could go completely south for the St. Louis Cardinals. We have to wait and see, but I don't think that it's going to be that last part. Like I said, for the bulk of Sonny Gray's career, he's been a solid pitcher. 3.7 career ERA. And like I said, he's going to give you 3.5. He's going to give you at least 175 innings, but you're not signing Sonny Gray to go out there and win 15 or 17 games. Obviously, the landscape of pitching in Major League Baseball has changed. All right. But Sonny Gray, to his credit, can be a guy that can go out there and give you 6 innings consistently and give you an opportunity to win a game. And I think at the end of the day, in the current state of baseball, that's the first and foremost what you have to ask of your pitcher, especially when he's not an ace. So obviously, we've still got some time, about 2.5 months before pitchers and catchers report. The winter meetings are right around the corner, but the St. Louis Cardinals are already making moves as they're looking to get back on track for 2024. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on the X, formerly known as Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now, you can check it out, drop a line to be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, and I'm signing off. And I'm saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.